Biggest mistakes nobody tells you about strategy design. No matter if you're designing your people experience strategy or your customer experience strategy, here are the mistakes I've seen many heads of make time and time again. And the last one is mwah. The first mistake is filling the strategy with words like human-centered and customer-centric. That isn't strategy, that's a given. That's how people should design anyway. If your strategy is full of them words, take them out, turn them into your best principles for design. The second is your strategy has no clear bets or signals in what you are going to go after and what it is you want to win. In order to come up with these, you need to decide what it is you want to drop, because if everything is a priority, then nothing's a priority. The third mistake of a bad strategy is what I call iteration strategy. This is when we basically look at the current state and say, oh, we will tweak this and we will tweak that. That is not a strategy. A strategy answers a question: how are we going to be better at anyone on this one thing, and what are we going to do to win at it? Oh, and if you like this content, you will love my newsletter. Head over to notanother.newsletter.com to get this stuff in your inbox. The fourth mistake I see in strategy design is what I call white bread strategy. Yeah, white bread is fine, but when was the last time you had white bread and got fired up? A great strategy should feel daring, it should feel sharp, and it should feel somewhat prickly. You're not here to look for consensus. Yeah, at some point you will have to disagree and commit. There's a simple way to find out if you have a strategy or not, is if somebody can argue your strategy with an intelligent alternative, then you have a strategy because you're making choices. If they can and you get lots of head nodding, you've probably just got consensus. The fifth mistake of a bad strategy is filling it with love language. It's full of nice statements. The problem is with these nice statements is it usually drives nuance, and it's hard to really standardize and codify what that means. It usually never really hits value chains and capabilities and systems what you need in order to win. So try to make your strategy very clear and not fill it with love language. The sixth mistake of a bad strategy is what I call PowerPoint pretty. Most strategies die in PowerPoint because they're written to impress and not to be used. If your CXO or your CHRO can't tell you what their strategy is off the top of the head, you probably don't have a strategy, you probably have marketing. And the seventh and final mistake of bad strategy is not saying it in reverse. Most strategies describe aspirations and activity, but great strategies show direction and decision making. A simple trick I learned from Roger Martin is say the reverse of your strategy. If your strategy is to create a great place to work and you say it in reverse, i.e. create a terrible place to work, it sounds dumb. If it sounds dumb or it sounds nonsensical, you probably don't have strategy, you have wallpaper. So there you have it. There's the 7 mistakes I see when doing strategy design. Take them away and let me know how you get on with them.